This video is specifically being made for VEGANm8918. I believe that is your YouTube handle. You asked me, how did I get to this level of realization? Like, how did I gain this perspective that I'm sharing here? I've made a few videos about that I'll share the links to those videos in the description, as well as my testimony for how I came to walk with Christ. But I like to say that I've realized that for me, the through line in my life that led me to Christ, that acted as a spiritual catalyst for me, an underlying theme has been persecution. Now, I don't think that everybody has to be persecuted in order to wake up to their destiny or to realize who they are, which is what's happened to me. I woke up to my destiny, and there's no doubt in my mind that I'm living it out. No doubt in my heart or my mind. I know who I am. I know who my God is. And we're working together. I'm doing my God's will. I'm surrendered to that. For me, getting to this point of surrender included psychological trauma, psychological torture, physical torture and abuse, sexual abuse, growing up in a household with an alcoholic father who was extremely abusive in every way imaginable, a mother who was very shut down emotionally, very neglectful. You know, I love my mother. It's okay. She's had her own struggles and her own journey to walk. And I hold no resentment to my mother. It's just part of my truth, part of what I've experienced. But I'm always very attracted to and get along very well with Jewish people. And I've come to realize that I think it's because of the persecution thing. I think a certain thing happens to your heart and your mind. Because when you've been persecuted or abused a lot, it requires you to just surrender to the pain of it all and let yourself be broken and accept it so that God can come in and put you back together. You can't rely on your own understanding. It's limited. So I think that's why and also Jewish people tend to be highly intellectual and very intelligent, and I love that. I love to engage with people on that level, to think deeply. But yes, persecution and abuse has been a big part of my story. I came here to be broken, and I know that. It's a big part of my story, part of my waking up process, part of my spiritual catalyst has been abuse, torture, neglect, really dark, hard, scary things that woke me up inside of a dream. I don't think that has to happen to everybody in order for them to become actualized, to wake up to who they are, to live out their destiny. But, you know, we all have very unique plans and very unique purposes here in this particular timeline. Okay, because we're eternal beings. We always have been. We are. Life. And I use the gardening metaphor a lot to talk about humans and our lives and how they unfold. You know, this life is a great unfurling. And every garden, it depends on what you're growing, what you got to put in the soil, right? So God has to give us different things in order for us to produce the very unique, specific fruit that we are meant to produce in this life. Some of us are meant to produce sweet fruit. Some of us, it's more a bitter fruit, but it's medicinal. You know, some of us are beautiful flowers. And all the things that those plants need are a little bit different. Well, all plants need sunlight and rain, sunshine and rain, and a little bit of horse shit. Okay? But the measures of those things are different according to your destiny. I am a wounded healer. I'm meant to help heal people with my hands, with holding space for uncomfortable situations. I've been through so much discomfort in my own life that I'm comfortable sitting with other people in that way. Now, that's not everybody's destiny. So not everybody is going to have gone through the things that I went through to become okay with that, because that's not what they're meant to do, right? Some people are incredible musicians or artists, and that's how they help to bring light into this world and love into this world. And I'm also an artist, right? We are all many things, but mainly we are children of God. So yeah, so the horse shit that I had to deal with was an abusive father and a neglectful mother, and being a scapegoat for my entire family, because I like to tell the truth in a family where the truth is inconvenient, and I like to tell the truth in a world where the truth is inconvenient. So I've been persecuted a lot. I've been ostracized a lot. I've been called crazy quite a lot. But it's okay. I'm happy to be a fool in a world such as this. A holy fool. But that was my horse shit. But then my sunshine was 500 acres that I got to grow up on and run around barefoot with my dogs and my horses and my pigs and all kinds of animals. I had ponds to swim in. I had trees to swing from. Really. Wow. Okay, that was my sunshine. Okay, and I had a great grandmother, was one person who saw me. She knew me. She knew my heart. That's what I needed. God gave me what I needed. And the proof of that is here I am. I went through all of that. I've been tied down to hospital beds. I've been kicked by nurses. I've been called names by doctors. I've been laughed at. I've been drugged forcibly against my will. I went through all of that. And not because I'm a bad person or because I deserved it, but because it was part of God putting me through the fire so he could shape me into a beautiful vessel of love and light that I could share with my brothers and sisters, to help them wake up to who they are. This is a remembering. And I remembered who I am. And part of my destiny is helping other people remember that they have a destiny.